Hey guys, today is a very exciting morning because I am heading to Anaheim and I'm going to a place called Owl Off-Road, OWL, and they started in the van space, Sprinter vans, and moved into the Grenadier, the Ineos Grenadier, and we're going to do their proprietary suspension on my Grenadier. I'm very excited about this because there's not a whole lot of people running this suspension yet. They have such expertise in this field. I mean, they really get out there and get into it and into the dirt, and they know what it takes to make a great suspension. I'm really excited. I put my full trust in these guys, so let's go. Finally here at Owl Off-Road, not too far from Disneyland. I'm excited to get this in, and we're going to talk to Dan Fresh, who's also a very well-known off-road race driver, and he's going to tell us about what we're going to do.
I'm Dan Fresh. I work here at Owl Off-Road, and today it looks like we are going to be building another Grenadier. This time it's not for just anybody, it's for Mr. Ricky Rocket. And we are so stoked to be doing this build. We're going to be doing the 2.5-inch lift. We're going to be doing the trail flow shocks designed and built for Owl, and all the other components that come with this kit. We're going to get this thing on here and see what it can do. We got front and rear springs here. It's just a 2.5-inch lift, so we're not lifting the thing incredibly high, but we went with Eibach on our springs. We have had a lot of success with them in off-road racing, and we knew that they built the most high-quality spring on the market. So we either do the 2.5-inch kit, or we have a 4-inch we offer as well. We had these built for us, and what we did is we went out to Moab. We spent, gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 days out at Moab doing a bunch of shock testing and tuning. We tried all the different major brands and came up with what we believe is the best shock on the planet, as far as in a 2.5-inch size, has high speed and low speed compression dampening, and we got them valved to perfection for this Grenadier. It's a soft enough ride, yet a firm enough ride off-road, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. And then we just did some bump stops and sway bar end links so that the shocks can get full droop. Has a full 10-inch stroke in these versus most of the other guys are running right around 8 inches of stroke on their shocks. So we get a lot more droop. The idea behind that is to keep the tires on the ground. What I've done in my career helps play into what we do with this, whether it be suspension system, rock rails, skid plates, what have you. We want to make them as user-friendly, obviously look nice, that's a definite. We want to make sure that they're easy to install and they also work really well. I think that's very important. You know, if we're going to do something, we want to make sure that when the customer's done, they don't just go, oh, I just bought these shocks. They actually really feel the difference. A lot of parts here to install for one day.
Stock.
We're going to change out the shocks. We're going to change out the coil springs. We're going to put a 1.5-inch thick bump stop. Is actually going to drill some holes in this plate here, and we're going to bolt it on here. And then we're going to change out these sway bar end links. And what we actually do is we'll change these to a longer sway bar end link. And the reason we do that is really because the shock is so much longer. We need to get full droop out of the suspension without this going straight. Otherwise it won't know which way to return. So it's always got to be at an angle. So we'll add a longer sway bar end link to this, and we'll actually take these sway bar end links and they're going to end up in the front. That way you only have to buy one set of sway bar end links. So if we move our way up to the front, we get to the rear sway bar end links go up in here, then we actually add a different bump stop up in the front here when we put that on. A lot of people are having problems with, I'm going to jump inside here real quick, is these Rizeppa joints here, or a CV joint, okay? And this joint is designed to handle 15 degrees of angle at continuous use. Even with our 4-inch kit, we're around 13 degrees at full droop. So it's never going over the 15-degree mark. We're gonna pull this joint off, we're gonna tie this thing up, and then we'll start removing the steering and suspension, start bolting it back together. Poor Daniel's been working with me, yeah. I've drug him from shop to shop. I hate to say this in front of him, he's extremely talented, really knows what he's doing, and
sounds like I need a raise.
Clearly not.
Hey, I had nothing to do with it.
Take off the shocks, sway bar links. I'm gonna do the track bar, drop the track bar, and then we'll lower it, pop out the springs, put the bump stops in, put the new springs in, put it back together. Out with the holes. So this is the bump stop, right? So now we're just adding it, because we're adding 2 inches of lift.
I see.
So we just had to, by putting these front bumps on, you just drill a hole and those 1.5 inch bumps go in there?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that looks clean. This is coming together well, Daniel. We'll get this knocked out in no time.
Now we're moving on to the rear at the same time. As Dan was explaining, this will be lower and hit this, so we're going to need to grind some of this off.
We're going to go ahead and we'll adjust these while they're at our shop. This is for your low speed and high speed compression dampening. Say you're going over like choppy type of stuff, you're going to want to adjust your high speed compression. When you come into like a G out they call it, or like you're coming into a wash and you're going to hit it and you're not going really fast, but you've got a lot of gravity coming down, all the weight of the vehicle coming into a hole, you're going to want to adjust your low speed for that. And we tend to set them up pretty soft. When you're on the road, it just feels a little bit looser than how it currently feels. But when you're off-road, it will work absolutely amazing. And then you feel all those concrete joints on the freeway and stuff. A lot of that stuff goes away as well. So we try not to set them up real harsh. Try to set them up pretty soft. You'll notice when you're driving it.
Jose, I understand you're the guy that designed this system. So is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're leaving?
Bunch of testing.
But you're leaving and going to Texas?
Leaving and going to Texas. Yes.
Can you explain why you're going to Texas, Jose?
You know, something different, something challenging.
Is there goats involved? I mean, I'm just...
There will be.
Count me in.
I thought you said you're going to race pigs or something.
Race pigs and
Are you serious?
Race pigs?
you know, little pig pens, little fairs, little county fairs.
You know what? Going from designing suspension systems to racing pigs at a county fair, anything's possible, Jose.
That's where it's at.
We're almost there. Put the links on, put the wheels on, set it down, hook up the front track bar, and spring the steering wheel.
Basically, they're buttoning it up right now. We're going to do some adjustments.
Yeah, we'll adjust the stiffness on them just to get your ride right.
Okay. And then the next thing is we got to off-road this freaking thing, right?
Right.
Yeah. So there it is. And it's more level.
Quite honestly, you shouldn't really have to adjust these. These
Okay.
are set the same way that we set up our Grenadier, okay? So, but if you're in a position where you're going, let's say you're going to do miles of washboard road. If you're not going to get out and air your tires down, you're going to want to slow down the high speed. So this one here on your high speed is 8 clicks out. This one is 10 clicks out. So you go all the way in, come back out. So that's how you'll set those.
Okay. We're done. Test drive time. Dan, I want to thank you and John both for...
Our pleasure.
And Daniel and the whole crew in there for doing an amazing job. This thing looks great. We just test rode it. It feels great on the highway, but you know where it counts. It ain't the highway.
It ain't the highway. But it does drive nice on the highway.
It does. It drives nice. I mean, just going, you know, over little bumps and stuff, it feels good, you know, which gives me a good sense of what it's going to be like when we get out there and really start giving it the juice.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some off-roading together. And that's going to be another video that's going to be really, really fun, because who knows what the hell we're going to get into.
I know.
Especially if we do Big Bear, because I've never done Big Bear.
Well,
so, I mean,
some challenging trails.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it. That'll be great. Thank you so much.
You know what? We really appreciate it. I think you're going to absolutely love this thing. So I'm excited to hear back from you, you know, and see what your thoughts are. Just driving, even on the highway, I think they drive way better. But yeah, we'll get out to Big Bear here in the next couple weeks to a month. See what we can do. Take care of each other. Keep rock alive.
I wait for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall.